Hey Anthony, do you like my new shirt?
Sure, man. It's cool. Could have been better.
What was that?
I said it could have been better.
You want to fight about
Yeah,
it?
I do. Let's go, chump. Hold on a second. We don't need to fight.
We don't?
All you need to do is go to 86.com and choose from one of their many designs. Franchises range from Skullgirls to Street Fighter and even BlazBlue. And if you check out 86 through this Twitch channel, use 86.com/?AFF=4 to let them know that Mission Star Podcast sent you. All right, so let's go clockwise here. I'm gonna surprise you, Ramen. You're gonna be next.
I'm next.
Yeah. So tell us your story. What did you bring to the table?
So, a article from IGN by Colin Stevens. The name of the article is "Fans Upset Over Call of Duty Modern Warfare's Year-Long PS4 Exclusive Mode. Infinity Reacts." I'm not as good as picking out pieces as Anthony, so let me. During Sony's latest stream, Activision took the opportunity to reveal a brand new story trailer for Call of Duty Modern Warfare, giving us our first look at its ripped from the headlines campaign with the text "Load play first on PS4." Smaller text at the bottom that read "Content until October 1st, 2020." That a year-long exclusive for at these Call of Duty games come out. Call of Duty's coming out, but on the Xbox and PC, we'll be able to play this Spec Ops multiplayer mode. So, what do you guys think about that? About this and
So
being kept for so long? Yeah. So, what do you guys think?
So I looked into this. I heard about what happened with Call of Duty. So first off, I think that my gut reaction is it's business. You know, the game industry is a business. These companies are making these moves. I did see one of the devs from the Call of Duty team who was basically saying that, hey, we love everybody to play this new mode on every platform, but it's not my higher pay grade to make those decisions. Which he's obviously saying like the decisions here was made by the publishers. Like they're the ones that made that decision to like, hey, we're gonna have Spec Ops exclusive for the PS4 up until this date, and for this instance, it's a year. So part of me is just business, and they're making moves. Part of it sucks. I mean, if you're a Call of Duty fan and you...
No, this is literally the most retarded shit ever. Literally. Call of Duty is on a 1 year, it's on a 2 year development cycle with two different companies doing it. So they trade back and forth every single year. So what you're saying is that we're going to have a game mode that only PlayStation can play while this game is relevant. That's retarded. There's no other way to put that. The only way this makes sense is if they also, right alongside of it, announced that they were going to no longer release a yearly Call of Duty. That's the only way it makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah, because like I said, like these games are on there's a yearly cycle, and so right as soon as it becomes available,
the next one comes out. What the fuck's the point?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You guys are right. Like, Call of Duty is on that 2 yearly cycle, and they swap out developers to make whatever version of Call of Duty that they're making. The thing, obviously, money talks, and obviously they must have made some big deal in terms of like how much money it would take them to do this.
Nope. I bet you I know what it is. I bet it's not even money.
What do you think it is?
It's 100% cross-platform.
Cross-platform. Huh.
Yep. It is completely cross-platform. PlayStation, Microsoft, Xbox, and Windows can all play cross-platform. I bet you that this is the fucking thing that they used.
Just be like, all right, like you can play it anywhere, but you get this special mode if you.
Yeah. No, it was probably like, okay, yeah, sure. Whatever, you can play it across with PlayStation, with an Xbox and PC all in the same match, but we get this mode for an entire year.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. They're saying basically, we'll give you this mode for an entire year if you allow us to do crossplay.
Oh no, it was probably, this is what we are expecting to do. Mm-hmm. Okay, well then this is what you're giving us. It wasn't probably that it was offered by the publisher. If it was, the publisher's a fucking idiot. But most likely it was Sony saying, well, fine, then we want exclusive content for an entire year.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Because Sony's not having nice playing ball when it comes to crossplay. So I could definitely...
No, they are not.
I could definitely see that. That's interesting. Oh, man.
It's okay. Let me back up here. So... Sony has had exclusive content deals with the Call of Duty franchise over the past few iterations. I'm pretty sure, either like maps, or they get certain things early or whatnot, like weapons. I think even, but it's usually something that at the beginning. The fact that this game is coming out in a few weeks, and we're barely figuring this out. We're
that is a dick move.
So all these people who were like, okay, it doesn't matter what console I get it on now. I'll just pre-order for my Xbox. I can play with my people on PlayStation or whatever. It's like, oh, too late. Pre-order's already locked in. You're already locked into your console.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's we're about 2 weeks out from this game dropping, I'm pretty sure.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I find that the most shitty about it. Everything else, like I said, it's business. It's business, but that's just super shitty about it.
Yeah. I'm not surprised, honestly, though, from Activision. Honestly, they quite
well. I mean, I don't think that was a Activision move. I think that was a Sony move.
Yeah, I don't think Activision can be blamed for this one. I do blame them for the pay-to-win mechanics that are in the game, but that's not the article we're talking about. I don't blame them for this particular move. I don't think Activision planned it. I don't think they want it. And I bet you it was a fucking last-minute decision on Sony's part to demand this if they want to launch it on the PlayStation. Though, actually, at this point, all the game pressing should be done, so they shouldn't even have to worry about Sony pulling out of the deal. So it could have been that in the original talks to do cross-platform, Sony demanded this, and Activision's kept it under wrap just so that people don't decide to not buy. That is a possibility.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's hard to tell. Without being in the room, there's no way to really tell on this one.
Yeah. That is true.
I highly doubt that it's Activision deciding to do this, just because it hurts them more than it helps them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've called this such I would say, still a pretty big name. Do you think this will affect them in sales when the game comes out?
Everybody who's planning on buying this for sure already has it pre-ordered.
Yeah.
I'll tell you outright that it's very unlikely that there's going to be a whole lot of fuss raised over this. Plus, I don't even know what the fuck this mode is. So
it's or go ahead, Robin.
it's kind of like their version of a horde mode that I think the first time they had this mode was in Modern Warfare 3, and this is the first time that it's coming back since then, if I remember correctly. Because it was like at that point you had your horde mode for the Treyarch Call of Duty games, which was zombies, but the Infinity Ward side never had their own little like horde mode, so Spec Ops was that horde mode.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Spec Ops wasn't Spec Ops like the co-op, the co-op missions that you would do with another player or with another character.
I think you could have up to four players. I think to do you would do you would do missions, but it was basically a like I said, like a horde mode type of deal.
Okay.
Interesting. I don't know if it's enough to make it like make a break kind of deal, but interesting.
I mean, it isn't, but I mean the whole thing about it though is that this game's supposed to be crossplay.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it is the survival mode.
This shit would have been amazing to be able to play, co-op with your friends on Xbox or PC. Because I don't think you can play through the story mode co-op at all.
So I don't know.
This would be your only, co-op experience for this game outside of just regular multiplayer and whatnot.
Interesting. Yeah. It's what though. I think that Activision will make its money off of Call of Duty, and I think that
they always do.
I know they do,
yeah,
but like I think that this is gonna. People are gonna have a fuss about it, but it's gonna be quickly forgotten.
This is gonna set a really bad precedence in the industry where people are gonna be able to do like the exclusives are already an issue, but like an exclusive to this degree with this type of game set up on this development cycle, like what the actual fuck?
Yeah,
it is. I don't understand.
It is literally looking at everybody else and just being like just fuck you guys, like.
Yeah, like I love crossplay and all that. I love the fact that they're trying to bring them all together. But honestly, if the choice was crossplay or this deal, I would have taken no crossplay.
Interesting. Because you're still getting most of the game. You're just not getting that one mode. Like you're still getting multiplayer. You're still getting single player. Like
but by the time anybody that's not on a PlayStation is going to be able to use that mode, the game is obsolete because everyone's picking up the new one.
Yeah.
So unless you have buddies that are going to be like, no, we're going to stick with this game for the full development cycle, or 2 years,
or if it ends up that this particular multiplayer, because like this game, the thing that keeps it alive is its multiplayer.
Yeah, it's the only thing that keeps it alive.
So if this thing ends up becoming like the competitive Call of Duty game to play, which by this point I've played through the beta and it's fucking awesome, but I don't think it's gonna be that game.
It's more of the same shit. It's not even that awesome. It's more of the same shit. It's more run and gun. Use a fucking SMG and you win.
Some of the small things that they did with the beta, I actually really liked.
They're small things, but the problem is the overall game is exactly what you had before. It has not changed.
Yeah.
Ever since Modern Warfare 2, they have moved away from you can use whatever the fuck you want and you can still be competitive. Now it's, no, you need to use something that shoots really fast so you can kill everything in sight and then run around in circles, killing them. It's dumb.
Game. Yeah.
I'm curious to see what happens. I do agree with you, Alex, that like it's a slippery slope to what this could lead into for other games or other game companies who might take this route. But at the same time, like I think that this will not affect Call of Duty and that they're still will be fine. And Activision will look at the numbers. It's like we had the highest number of copies sold for Call of Duty, and look at us and all that.
Yeah,
jazz.
it's the same shit as fucking Borderlands. But honestly, if they had made this deal, but only for 6 months, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Just because, 6 months is still really long, but you're getting it before the next game comes out.
Yeah, I will agree.
I can live with that.
Yeah, I will agree if doing this kind of at the last minute, like, hey, this is only exclusive for Sony for about a year. That is kind of kind of a douche ass move to do.
Yeah, for an entire year, that's just a dick move. Like, there's no other way around it. It's a dick move.
That's kind of why I feel like this is more on Sony's side.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like that just hurts. Like, whether or not Activision gives a shit about their fans or not doesn't really matter in this case. That is just a really bullshit move, and that hurts. Like, even the most hardcore people are going to be like, no, that sucks. Unless they absolutely despise this mode, they're going to be like, that sucks. I want to play that. It's an entire section of my game I don't have access to.
Yeah.
Whereas when they used to do the timed exclusives with, like, and it was only DLC back in the day.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, but they only get the DLC for, like, a month, 2 months. I think they maxed out at 3 months early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Okay, so PlayStation gets it for 3 months before anybody else, and who cares?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Time will tell. Time will definitely tell what happens with this in the future. But we move on to our anything else, Ramen, or are we good?
I think we pretty much covered it.
All right.
Part, yeah.
Awesome.
I really hope that this doesn't really do like these blatant like fuck you type of deals, you know? I mean, I'm pretty sure this isn't going to be the last though.
Right, definitely.
It
definitely won't be the last.
I just hope it doesn't become like the like norm for games that are coming out.
It's definitely going to become the norm for exclusives. It's going to become the norm again, and my piece kind of plays on that.